fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Salmon's up there with Payne. Then there's Frazier. And it's... Whoa! It's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys.
Holy
That's
smokes.
one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
And, Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, huh, with that emphatic slam.
And, guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Montreal on D. On the wing, Salmons. Passes it to Porzingis. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Porzingis has gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Here's Clarkson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Here's Stauskas. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Oh, guys, come on. He's up there
Safety.
posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
Now the pass to Porzingis. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots, off to a good start.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
Clarkson dishes to Nogueira. Clarkson with the ball. The tray. And another 3 for Montreal.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Porzingis. Soft touch off the glass. Porzingis has got 11.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
And Nogueira wide open, he shoots. Again, Montreal scores.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. So for Montreal, Powell, he's checked in for Nicholson. John Jenkins comes in for Stauskas. And it's Jackson in for Clarkson. Now Montreal moving it up. Jenkins can't get it to go. Salmons passes to Stauskas. Back to Salmons. For the 3. No luck. And it's Montreal the other way. Now the feed to McDermott. Nogueira kicks to McDermott. To the paint. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Montreal shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw, no good. Caboclo, who's checked in for Montreal. Young comes in for Jackson. He's off on the second. Goes back up. Young's shot is off.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Jackson misses.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Powell, that's good. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Jones. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Montreal shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. He misses the free throw. So for Montreal, Bairstow, he's checked in for Nogueira. Arnett Moultrie comes in, and Wilcox is subbed in for John Jenkins. We've got 22 seconds left in the first. It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Out of bounds.
There's 18 seconds left in the first.
Tyrus Thomas.
It's Jackson with the drive. Here's Early. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
For three.
Here's Young. Pass to Caboclo. For the three. And he gets the bucket.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at
Some great action here early as we end the first quarter. Clark in a tie. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of the spring. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And from what you've seen from Montreal, guys, what do you think?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, Fabian.
Yeah, or
I like
handball.
that. Or handball as
either
well.
one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
They've got Stauskas. Wilcox is out there with Andrew Nicholson. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Bairstow in at the 5, patrolling the paint. John Selman, he's checked in for Tyrus Thomas. They've got Frazier. Porzingis is out there with Salmons. Then it's Parawantic. And it's Rudez in the 2 spot. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Montreal now, trailing by 2. Here's Clarkson. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Clarkson's got 9.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Montreal.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Stauskas' shot is off.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
So for Montreal, Powell, he's checked in for Bairstow. And it's Jackson in for Clarkson.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well, seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
And it's out of bounds to Montreal. They'll retain possession. So for Montreal, Nogueira comes in for Andrew Nicholson. And it's Jenkins in for Nick Stauskas. Jenkins dishes to Nogueira. On the wing, Jackson. Rejected by Payne. It's stolen by Jenkins. Here's Jackson. The shot misses. Good D by Jones. Stauskas, the pass to Porzingis. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And they continue to add to their lead. They might be ready to pull away.
No surprise from my end. I mean, they've been really good, and they're looking even better at this moment.
And first time out of the game called for Montreal.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks. They continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Jackson. Montreal again missing.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on it. Yeah, that one put him over the limit, and if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
And Montreal making a change here. Caboclo's checked in. Montreal calls timeout.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
He feeds it to Jenkins. Some nice passing by Montreal here. Jackson drives in. Montreal again missing.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
Hits, count that one.